And as the faith in our Lord Jesus Christ. And I just want to make it clear to you that it's not the Jesus Christ where you go to church every week and you're okay, or you go to Bible school and you think that's okay. Or we're not the Jesus Christ that hails Mary, or all that nonsense, religious nonsense. We're here to represent the Jesus Christ that every single morning you wake up, you're able to communicate with Him and tell Him everything. For 18 years of my life, I wanted nothing to do with Him. I hated Christianity and everybody who stood for it. For 18 years of my life, I was one of those people that put the nail in his hand and his feet. And the fact that He looks at me and tells me, I forgive you. I don't know anybody in the world like that. The fact that they put a crown of thorns on his head, bleeding into his scalp, that he was crying out blood. The fact that they stripped him naked and whipped him and just mocked him, telling him, you're not the Son of God. And the fact that they put a nail so big that they put both his feet together and is able to go through both of them into a cross so he can't even move his feet. That's not dying. That's being brutally murdered. He didn't die for your sins. He was brutally murdered for your sins, whether you like it or not. All my life, I never had anybody that really loved me. I had my brothers and my sisters, and they were good to me, but I never felt loved. I had a dad that never loved me, or he never acted like me. And I grew up in a church that made me feel so outcasted that it grew such a bitterness in me. For 18 years of my life, the devil stole my life. 18 years. At the age of 14 years old was the first time I shot up heroin. For 4 years of my life, I've overdosed and overdosed, and I've still remained alive, and I have no idea why. Every night I'll be asking, why am I alive? I just want to die. In 18 years of my life, I was one of those people who slammed the nail in his hand and in his feet and mocked him and spit at him, told him, you're not the Son of God, you don't exist. And the fact that all he said is, it's okay, I still love you. I don't care what you do, what you've done, what you're going to do in the future. There's nothing that you can do for my forgiveness. It's what I did for you. If you're here tonight, you want this in your life. It's the best decision you'll ever make. I promise you that. It's been 18 years of my life to finally see what I was missing. I tried sex, I tried alcohol, I tried drugs, I tried everything you could possibly think of. And there was always a void. There's always something missing. Whether I didn't know it throughout the day, but I tell you this much, when I would go to bed at night, I always knew there was something missing. It's not a religion. It's not something you go to church to get. It's not something that you read a few verses of the Bible and judge your life by that. It's not throwing up a prayer a couple times a month. It's a heart-to-heart relationship. Your eyes will be so open to see how blinded this world is. I'm going to give you a definition of what he did for us. Imagine knowing nothing but pure perfection, living in a kingdom filled with perfection. There's not one wrong thing. And your Father, who loves you more than everything, whom you know for thousands of years, comes up to you and says, son, I need you to do something. I need to send you to earth in a bodily form where you're going to be scrutinized, you're going to be blasphemed, people are going to spit at you, they're going to hate you, you're going to have to walk thousands, tens of thousands of miles to preach this news, this good news. You're going to be whipped, you're going to be chained, you're going to be nailed to a cross. You're going to get nails slammed in your hands. They're going to rip you. They're going to rip your clothes and strip you naked and mock you. And you're going to have to die for those people who are doing that to you. He didn't have to do it. He didn't have to. He could have said, no, I can't do that. And I honestly don't think God the Father would even blame him. The fact is, he did do it. He did it for each and every one of you, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not. He did it for you. And he's waiting for you to come home. It took me 18 years being the biggest heroin addict that I knew. I remember the night I received Jesus Christ in my life. I was laying on my bed. And I woke up at 3 in the morning, was vomit in my mouth. I was drowning in my own vomit, and my body was withdrawing. And I had no control of my body. It was in a panic that I can't even explain to you. And I saw my eyesight dimming away. Just like a man drowning in the sea, I saw my eyesight dimming. And I said, well, who cares? What am I worth? In the moment I was just about to give up, I heard a voice say, Micah, you're not going to die tonight. And the supernatural strength takes over my body. I'm able to get off of my bed and vomit out of my mouth. And I just cry out, God, if you exist, Jesus! Jesus, if you exist, I need you. I need you. I need you in my life. Because I would rather die this second of this hell than go on another day living this way. It was the moment I said, Jesus, save me! I felt the supernatural presence just shoot from the top of my head to the tip of my toes, and I knew it was real. I just knew it. There was no doubt. I couldn't resist it. I could not say it was a lie anymore. Not only did I never shoot up heroin again, but even the thought of heroin made me so sick to my stomach that I never even thought about it anymore. I locked myself in my room and read the Bible for 4 months straight, cover to cover. Probably read it twice, 2-3 times. And I realized the church is not teaching any of this. Those same people who kicked you out of your church, who made you hate Christianity, that said, I don't want to be like my father, I don't want to be like my mother, I don't want to be like my pastor. They are the same people that crucified Jesus Christ on that cross. He's the best thing you can ever have. Take that from somebody who's tried everything else. If you're here tonight and you want this, whether you're a Christian already and you want to start new, or whether you never received it, or whether you never said a sinner's prayer, if you never did any of that, I highly suggest you to please please meet us after the show. Please let us pray with you. Please let us do this. I know there's a guilt trip in a lot of these people here tonight. I know a lot of people are saying, oh man, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. But the fact is, I might be the only one that ever tells you. And that's not a risk I'm willing to take. The goal of this entire band is that every show we play, that we see each and every one of your faces back home in eternal paradise. That is our goal, that is our mission, and we will not stop until we die. If you're here tonight and you want this, please come see us. And this next song is dedicated to you. It's called Innocent Lady.